fine. That's good.
Yeah, none of us would ever go over a minute.
Okay.
We would not do that.
My other one, we've got a booming medical marijuana industry right now that's just breaking all the records. We have the highest percent of our people of any state in the medical marijuana program, of any state that has it right now.
How high, David?
And for
What a question.
each of the last 5 months, our tax receipts, the Oklahoma Tax Commission, has climbed by 1/3 more than the previous month. In 2 more months, we will reach the point where we'll be comparable, and probably about even, with all liquor sales in the state on a monthly tax
We were already sitting on a surplus before this took effect. Is that correct?
Yeah, and so what I'm saying is, all of these guys who have grower licenses or processor making edibles and other medicines and dispensaries, they individually have a transport license. They can deliver to the dispensary if they're a grower and that. But we don't have transporter licenses. And so what happened in Logan County about a month ago, there were 2 employees transporting to a dispensary, from the grower, and they got busted, thrown in jail, because the county sheriff, Damon Davro, decent guy, decent sheriff.
Who doesn't know?
But he
Doesn't know you're right.
yeah. But anyway, so
Besides that,
not
he's a
necessarily.
good guy.
Not necessarily.
here's what you do, and this is what deputies do when they're not sure. They fall back on their training, and their training for decades has been, this is drug trafficking.
Throw
And
him in
they
jail.
Yeah.
When in doubt, throw him in
Let
jail.
the prosecutors sort it out.
David,
So
why did they try to drug traffic in this guy's town?
yeah, they were passing through Interstate 35. So what happened then, they finally figured it out. They had no business. For the first time in Oklahoma history, we had a sheriff call a citizen and say, come get your marijuana.
Did they drop the charges?
They dropped all the charges, and
Awesome.
Devereaux said, I'm just telling people, if it's dope, leave them go, is what he said. But anyway, so here's the problem. Now, we're going to fix this. Hopefully, end of this month, a whole bunch of new medical marijuana laws are going to come in. And one of them is going to be to create a separate transporter license. So,
No.
I know you don't like it. I'm telling you
No.
what's happening, not what you want to have happen. But the problem is,
Learn from this, folks.
yeah. So
More extortion.
okay. So this transporter license, right now, their mindset on it is the delivery guy hauling stock from the grower, processor to dispensary, all that. So I got a friend who's former firefighter, was son of a prominent mayor here, northeastern Oklahoma, and he is a sales rep. And he's doing gangbusters. And I write about it, you can find that in Sooner Politics.
Interesting phrase.
Is that he is, if he wasn't a patient himself, he would actually go to jail if they caught him carrying samples of their product. And so we've got to fix that.
Ooh, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Sample product?
Well, no, I could. There's probably a salesperson's license or something like that.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to have it without being illegal.
So anyway, hopefully the tax commission will come up with something sensible so that you don't jeopardize good sales reps trying to represent product from the, and boost commerce, because this thing's going like gangbusters here, and it's our legislature that screwed up and created this gap here, and lawmakers don't know what to do.
Oklahoma can be the number one, the top 10, in the top 10 of marijuana usage, marijuana transportation, marijuana export. We can do that.
Yeah.
And that would create revenue, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I was making a joke,
Oh,
but
joke.
it is serious. We can't do that.
Sure. Yeah, that creates some revenue.
That was a straight dig at all these
Would you
conservatives.
call that the high road?
Yeah, unfortunately, we've gone just about a year now. We're 11 months into this thing, and none of the horror stories that the Vote No people said have come about. Now, we have had some idiot out in Spiro that's up there almost to Arkansas was selling meth on the side, and he got busted. You know,
And what's the
Meth on
problem
the
with
side.
that?
no,
Medicinal
Who
methamphetamine.
sells meth on the side? Wouldn't that just be what you do?
yeah,
Anyway.
Well, no,
anyway.
I mean, he's got.
It's good enough for President Kennedy. It should be good enough for
If
you.
you've not been to Spyro, it is it's a tiny little.
It's a
quaint
very
village.
tiny
I'll say it's a
town.
quaint little village, okay? And so I'm sure. But anyway, so we've had that happen. We've got another one that he stole. Evidently, they say stole the trademark of a children's program in Canada.
Right.
So and then just this weekend, we got a guy here in Tulsa, former governor candidate, who decided to shoot the process server when he's getting
Yeah.
evicted, and then he goes on to
Was he a
threaten a bunch of
libertarian?
threaten judge. No, Republican.
Whoa.
Yes,
Wow.
and he's now sitting in jail because he can't come up with $1 million bond. So
And who could?
No, he
So-
was being evicted for what?
actually, it was the Bixby Industrial
Speech.
Park have did a contract with him, from what I understand, to purchase this warehouse, industrial park, and it was the city of Bixby that filed the papers for the eviction and for breach of contract on buying it, and they're saying he's owes them $940,000.
Okay.
Wow.
And so yeah, he's getting
A
evicted.
little
from
bit
that.
late on that eviction, it
Uh,
seems. I
Well,
I would
he
have
hasn't
evicted him
paid.
for
well, no, that
half of
was the contract was just put in place here within the last several
Okay.
months. He just, according to some other people, said he hasn't paid anything on his monthly payments. He did have somebody leasing from him, I guess, and he kicked
Wow.
them out. And but yeah, and this guy,
Our political class is of the highest claim
So-
in Oklahoma. I
so
don't believe it.
We
I
are
don't
in the
believe it.
process of weeding out. We've got about 6,000 licensed medical marijuana businesses. 6,000. We've had
6,000 people extorted
yeah.
in order to do business. It's like, get your permissions.
And
Why do they even need the
didn't Jeb
marijuana?
Bush tell you that license is liberty?
Yeah,
I
no,
think
Liberty is licensed.
Liberty is licensed.
Liberty is licensed.
I took this guy,
clap
gave
for
him an
that.
opportunity
I'll clap
to
for that,
visit Jeb Bush, and what does he do? Get in an argument with
I
him.
thought I was being as safe as I could possibly be.
Sure.
Talk about what makes America
So
great.
anyway, that's my story tonight. Thank you, for letting
Guys,
me listen.
3D Politics, that's all we've got for tonight. I'm Tom McKay, your host, with all three Davids, David Oldham, David D'Ambroso, and David Van. We'll see you next week on 3D Politics.
Have a good one.
Go shopping, tax-free, screw the government.
I love the government, guys. Raid my house last.